Good afternoon and thanks for tuning in with us. I'm Jurnee Taylor. Plenty of headlines to get to in just a few, but first, the sun is out and could be here to stay for a while. Meteorologist Nathan Scott, we couldn't ask for a better Tuesday. Good afternoon.
Good afternoon, Jurnee. Started off this morning on the chilly side. We woke up with numbers into the 30s, but we have recovered very nicely. We're already close to 60 degrees here in the capital city, 60 in DeQueen, 57 in Clinton. Wall-to-wall sunshine across the state right now. There will be some high clouds that move in later for today. Also, compared to yesterday, the breeze is lighter. We got a breeze from the northeast to north around 5 to maybe as high as 10 miles per hour. So temperatures today, not feeling like February out there. We'll see the numbers climb up into the low to mid 60s area wide. Another great day to enjoy the outdoors. We'll see more clouds on Wednesday. Eventually, those clouds will bring the chance of rain to the forecast on Thursday. I'll have a look at future radar and let you know if the rain continues into the weekend coming up.
Nathan, thank you. New at noon, an appeals court is forcing former President Donald Trump to be held accountable, saying he is not immune from federal criminal prosecution. Skylar Henry is in Washington with more on that decision.
The D.C. Court of Appeals rejected former President Trump's claims he's immune from prosecution for his actions while in the White House and leading up to the Capitol riots on January 6, 2021. The three-judge panel noted the unusual nature of Trump's assertion in court last month.
I think it's paradoxical to say that his constitutional duty to take care that the laws be faithfully executed allows him to violate criminal laws.
Tuesday, the panel put that on paper in a 57-page ruling.
What they're saying is that criminal cases are different. Yes, we have concluded that when it comes to civil cases and official acts, presidents do enjoy absolute immunity. Criminal cases are different. Criminal investigations are different. We have to be allowed to let those proceed.
Trump's campaign responded, saying President Trump respectfully disagrees with the D.C. Circuit's decision and will appeal it in order to safeguard the presidency and the Constitution.
The wait for this ruling pushed back the federal election interference trial against the former president. It had been scheduled to get underway in less than a month.
The appeals court has given Trump a few weeks to go to the full D.C. Circuit Court for review, and he could take his case to the Supreme Court.
I see no way that the Supreme Court does anything other than what this three-judge panel did here, if they even decide to take up the case.
All of this is making it harder and harder for the current GOP presidential frontrunner to avoid going to trial as voters weigh their options for the November ballots. Skylar Henry, CBS News, Washington.
Country music star Toby has died at the age of 62. Now, according to an announcement posted on his social media accounts as well as his website. According to those statements, Keith died last night surrounded by his family. The singer was diagnosed with cancer in 2021. For more than 2 decades, Keith's music entertained country music fans worldwide, including U.S. troops serving overseas. He skyrocketed to fame in the 90s with the release of his debut self-titled album, and it went on to sell more than 1 million copies in the U.S.
You give me a great idea and I'll write you a great song.
He eventually sold more than 40 million albums and had 20 #1 hits on the Billboard country song charts and was inducted to the Songwriters Hall of Fame in 2015. Now, new reports out of London say Prince Harry has now arrived in London to stand by his father's side in a time of need. This comes after the news of King Charles being diagnosed with cancer. Buckingham Palace says the king is undergoing treatment and will continue his official duties. Doctors, however, have advised him to postpone all public events. We're learning more about North Little Rock's first homicide of the year. Police are now identifying the suspect and victim this afternoon. They tell us Robert Duncan Jr. is accused of killing Thomas Phillips yesterday near the 300 block of East C Avenue yesterday. Duncan is now charged with capital murder. And the city of Benton and its former police chief must pay the family of a teen shot and killed by an officer in 2016. Last night, a federal jury ruled in favor of Keegan Swikel's family, awarding them $32 million from the city and former Chief Kirk Lane for their roles in the 17-year-old's death. Now, the decision comes almost 8 years after Swikel was shot and killed by Officer Kyle Ellison, who was responding to a call from his mother. She reportedly told officers her son was suicidal. They later found him in the woods with a gun to his head. Police say the officers told him to drop the weapon, and as he moved the gun down, Officer Ellison fired his weapon, killing Swikel. Now, Benson police investigated the incident, and Ellison did not face charges. Swikel's family later filed a lawsuit claiming their son's city rights were violated. And 7 years and several appeals later, his family now has closure. Now, here's a breakdown of the payments determined by the jury's ruling. The city must now pay two $15 million judgments in damages to Swikel's parents. They also ordered Chief Lane to pay $2 million. Now, meanwhile, concerns are being raised after a woman expressed her frustrations over being followed by a drone while taking a walk across the Big Dam Bridge. Sarah says that she walks the bridge often, but recently started to notice that a drone was following her and other women. Shara tells us it came within feet of her each time, where she realized it was focusing in on her. Now, after looking into it, we found there are no specific laws in place to prevent this sort of thing from happening.
The problem with drones and things of that nature is it's not specifically illegal to fly a drone around somebody or to follow somebody with the drone.
Bill James adds that it's one of those things where the law is behind technology. The sheriff's office says they haven't received any reports of these incidents, but if it happens to you, then you should make no hesitation to reach out to authorities. And you may want to take extra precaution as a new social media trend gives people step-by-step instructions on how to steal your car. In places like Jacksonville, police are on high alert after receiving several reports of stolen vehicles. One woman in particular is now left searching for another way to get around after someone tried stealing her car on Saturday.
The whole steering wheel cover was off. The ignition switch was off. They cut wires and they broke the windshield wiper piece.
Now, it's an unfortunate situation that a lot of the same people are left to figure out how to deal with. Now, we want to share some tips that may help keep you out of these situations. Jacksonville Police recommends installing a steering wheel lock device, a battery disconnect switch, a kill switch, and an aftermarket car alarm. Chocolate lovers, rejoice just before Valentine's Day. Coming up, we take a trip to St. Lucia to show you how this sweet treat is traditionally made. Nathan?
And we had lots of sunshine yesterday. We got lots of sun out there for your Tuesday afternoon. But things will change. The weather becomes more unsettled going into the end of the work week and also the weekend. I'll have more details on that next.